quick disclaimer before we get started. Insta360 sent me the go-to to tell you about it. Insta360 does not pay me any money to make this video. Everything I share in this video is from my own personal experience and opinions are my own, and Insta360 do not see this video until it's posted on YouTube. Alright, let's get started. Would you rather set up an action camera on a head mount like this? Or would you rather set up a tiny action camera on a normal hat like this? Or would you rather set up an action camera on a chest mount like this? Or would you rather switch from a head mount to a chest mount just like that? That's what the go-to is all about really, saving you time having to set up these mounts and rigs, saving you space in your travel bag, and helping you effortlessly capture more angles than ever before. It has the same image sensor size you can find in a GoPro Hero 9, and it has the same flagship processor you can find in higher-end Insta360 cameras. All this tech is crammed into a tiny body, which only weighs 27 grams. But is the go-to really going to replace your GoPro Hero 9, 1R 4K mod, or your DJI Osmo Action? Well, I've been using the go-to since the start of December last year, and this is what I like about it so far. Straight out of the box, you already have all the camera accessories you need to mount the go-to anywhere. You don't need to spend any more money buying new camera accessories. The magnet on the back of the camera can snap onto any metal thing, so sometimes there is no need to set up a camera stand. The pivot stand can literally stick onto almost any surface without falling off with this sticky back. I've mounted it on a window and my car and it was absolutely fine. You just need to wash it with a bit of water after every use, and you can adjust the angle of the camera however you want. In the manual, it says you can use the pivot stand like this underwater, so you can capture shots of yourself diving. The easy clip can mount onto the front of your hat, and you can adjust the angle higher or lower, or you can mount it onto your bag strap like a chest mount. The charging case itself has tripod legs. The magnetic pendant can be worn as a necklace, and you can also wear it under your t-shirt so only the camera is showing. On the bottom of the charging case is a 1/4" 20 mount, so you can mount the go-to on a monopod or tripod. There are more accessories available as well, like this one, which will let you use your go-to with your GoPro accessories, and there are more accessories in development as well. I am a big fan of cameras which allow you to be more creative with your videos. It's not just tiny for the sake of being tiny. The tiny form factor means you can capture impossible angles like never seen before, because you can put the go-to in places that normal action cameras cannot go. There are very familiar modes if you've used an Insta360 camera in the past. The mode I use the most is Pro Video mode, which shoots 1440p video at 30 or 50 frames per second. Unlike the first version of the Go, this will let you record up to 30 minutes of video non-stop. Time shift mode is like a time lapse, but the AI will choose when to slow down and speed up your video. I never use this mode because I want to choose when to slow down and speed up. There is time lapse mode, which I really like. Just imagine on holiday sticking the go-to outside your hotel room window and capturing the sunrise. It's just so easy now. You can record 1440p HDR video up to 25 frames per second. Slow motion is another one of my favorite modes. You can record 1080p video up to 120 frames per second. I know it's only 1080p, but this is 1080p that actually looks really nice. And then you have your settings, your normal video mode, and photo mode. You can take 9 megapixel photos in JPEG or RAW. For such a tiny camera, I think the video quality is surprisingly good. If you're someone that needs 4K video quality, then this camera is just not for you. You can shoot 1440p and then upscale it to 4K, but it's never going to look like true 4K video quality. If you're okay with 1440p or 1080p video, then you're going to have a lot of fun with this camera. There are 3 ways to control the go-to. The first way is to single or double tap the go-to to activate a mode of your choice. You can customize the single or double tap to be any mode of your choice using the Insta360 app. The second way is to use the charging case as a remote control, so you can start and stop recording with the camera in the case, and you can also take the camera out the case, mount it somewhere, and then wirelessly start and stop recording. The third way is to connect the camera to the Insta360 app, and the camera doesn't need to be in the charging case to connect. Then on the app, you can see what you are filming, you can set your manual exposure settings, and then start and stop recording, all from the app. I always take care of my camera gear, but I have dropped the Go-To a few times just because it's so small. Luckily, it does come pre-installed with a lens protector, and there will be ND filters available as well. No matter which way you mount the Go-To, even if it's tilted at an angle or upside down, you will always be able to get a straight horizon. And this is the same concept as horizon leveling in the GoPro Hero cameras. With horizon leveling and Insta360's flow state stabilization, even if there's a lot of movement in your video, it will still appear really smooth and steady. I shot all the bike scenes using the log color profile to get more dynamic range, and then in the Insta360 app, I checked the LUT option on to color grade it. For the rest of the videos, I shot with the vivid color profile, and then I never looked back. I get punchy colors straight out of the camera, and it's ready to upload onto social media. The Go-To is waterproof down to 4 meters, and I didn't have any issues when I submerged it underwater. The charging case, however, is not waterproof whatsoever. So if you do have a wet camera, make sure to dry it completely, especially the gold pins on the back, before putting it back in the charging case to avoid any problems. You can vlog with the Go-To if you want to. It does have very decent internal sound quality. The Insta360 app makes it really easy and seamless to edit your Go-To footage on your phone. You don't need to transfer the footage from your Go-To to your phone to start editing. You can edit directly off the camera itself and then upload it onto social media. Flash Cut is a pretty cool feature. It will take the best moments from your footage and turn it into a highlights video using the theme of your choice. Or you can go full manual and create your own story and put your shots together however you like. So that's all the good things I experienced about the Go-To. Now these are the things I think could be improved. On average, I was getting about 15 minutes of battery life, and that could be because it's a pre-production unit or it's early firmware, but I think short battery life is to be expected from such a tiny camera, especially compared to your Hero 9, 4K mod or Osmo Action. There are ways to work around it, so after you finish taking your shots, make sure to put it back in the charging case and it will start charging again. And the charging case will give you at least 2 or 3 full recharges, and it takes about 35 minutes to get a full recharge. There were times when I was filming a lot of videos and I had to put the camera back in the case when it was low battery. I had to wait about 10 minutes to get some charge and then start filming again. And that's obviously more inconvenient than just being able to switch batteries with a normal action camera. The Go-To has 32 gig of internal storage, which is actually a big improvement over the first generation, which is only 8 gig. But the Go-To also records high bitrate video, so the file sizes will be huge. And it can also record up to 30 minutes of video, so the file sizes can be enormous. So if you're someone who likes to record shots which are longer than 5 minutes, you're going to fill up your storage space really fast. So then you need to transfer the footage from your camera to your phone or PC. And transferring large files from the camera to your phone can take a very long time. If you're someone who shoots short bursts of footage at a time, let's say less than 5 minutes, then you should be able to get through a day of filming without completely filling up your 32 gigs of storage. So I do hope in the future that Insta360 consider a 64 gig or a 128 gig version of the Go-To. If you're like me and you like to compose a shot before you press record, then you're gonna have to get used to filming without a screen. I was uncomfortable with this at first, so I was using the camera with the Insta360 app to see what I was filming before pressing record. But as I used the camera more and more, I kind of got more used to knowing what I think the camera was filming. So then I was using the app less and less, and I got more comfortable with filming without a screen. So it's just something you need to get used to. So is the Go-To my go-to action camera? Well, we're still in lockdown at the moment, so I go on frequent bike rides to get some exercise and fresh air. I will never find myself carrying a head mount or a chest mount because it takes too much space, I'm not carrying it around, and it's too much effort to wear. But since I had the Go-To, I will always carry it with me. I'll carry the easy mount, which I can put on my hat for a point of view. and I'll carry the pivot stand so I can mount it on my bike. It's just so effortless to get cool and creative shots on the go. And I do think we're going to see more companies copy the tiny form factor in the future, because this is the future of action cameras. Once Insta360 roll out new software and I use the Go 2 on more trips post-lockdown, I'll make a new video to update you about my experience with the Go 2. To find out about the pricing and the bundles available, check out the link in the video description. If you have any questions about the Go 2, drop them below in the comments and I'll answer them. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.